If my kids had their way, we would live on a diet of oatmeal cookies and fish fingers. Today I'm going to show you the simple oatmeal cookies that we've been making at home. The kids love it, they love to help me make them, and they're so easy and healthy. So to make these oatmeal cookies, all I need is honey, some peanut butter, vanilla essence, 2 bananas, and 2 cups of quick oats. Alright? So this is quite a simple snack to make, and this is part of our Christmas special. You know, we are making a few dishes here and there, so this will be a nice snack to serve to your guests as they wait for meals, or after their meal with a cup of tea, coffee, or just plain. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll take our bananas and we will chop them into our bowl. So even if you find yourself with bananas that are becoming overripe in your house, don't throw them away, because it's actually easier done with those bananas that are overripe. They tend to mash faster. So you want to mash the bananas until they're completely mashed. So again, the riper the bananas, the faster this process will go. Okay, that is sufficiently mashed. So to the mashed bananas, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and 3 heaped tablespoons of peanut butter. This is such a fun activity to do with kids. Just try and you'll see. Oh, I should mention that I've already preheated my oven to 180 degrees centigrade. And to this, I'm also going to add about a 1/4 cup of honey. The honey is absolutely optional, so it's up to you. Depends on how sweet your sweet tooth is. So mix that in. Okay. Here is where you'd also add any chocolate chips you have, or raisins, or nuts. Alright, then you put in your 2 cups of oats and you fold them in. Don't worry if it looks dry, it's supposed to. Cookie dough is supposed to be. So after mixing, all you're going to do is to scoop it out and put it on your already lined baking sheet. So about 1 tablespoon is enough. Again, make sure your hands are clean. So our oatmeal cookies are ready. All I need to do is to put them in the oven at 180 degrees for 12 minutes, and I'll show you the final product. So I found some flaked almonds in my pantry and I thought it would be a nice addition. I'll put on half of them and then the half will not have. There we go. For 12 minutes. Our oatmeal cookies are ready. Oatmeal, banana and peanut butter cookies. You can see they're a nice golden brown color. And they are really soft on the inside. That was so easy. It took us only 15 minutes to bake them. If you want yours to be a perfect round shape, you can shape them before you bake them. But for some reason, I like these odd shaped ones. They're imperfect, just like me. So yeah. Again, great with a cup of tea or just plain. And they smell so good. The smell of the peanut butter together with the banana. Such a nice rich combination. I want to pile this plate. Because they disappear so quickly the minute they get to the table, so you don't want to be stingy with them. There we go. What a lovely plate of cookies. Peanut butter, banana and oatmeal cookies. Look at that. The golden color is just phenomenal. It came out so well. Such an easy snack to make. And your kids will be asking for them every day like mine do. So it's really good. And now we taste. I think this is my most favorite part of these recipes. So here goes. Yeah. You can't see the inside how well it's done. But they're amazing. Really well done. Thank you for watching. So 4 cups of self-raising flour and a half a cup of sugar. You're going to need some milk. You will need half a cup of margarine, some baking powder and raisins, but raisins are optional. Alright? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put some baking powder in your self-raising flour. I know it's self-raising, but if you want your scones to be really nice and fluffy, you just add just a little bit of baking powder. About half a teaspoon should do. Oh, and I should add that I have already preheated my oven at 180 degrees centigrade. Then I'm going to mix in my baking powder into my self-raising flour. Alright. This dish is so simple, such a simple thing to do. Every time I get some unexpected guests, the quickest thing for me to bake or to give them are teaspoons, because it literally takes just 5 minutes to mix up. Then I'm going to add in my sugar and I'll add in the margarine. You can also use butter, a half a cup. Please make sure you wash your hands before you do this, because this needs you to use your hands. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to crumb your mixture. That just means that you're going to rub the butter into the flour until it becomes like soft crumbs, okay? Like bread crumbs. Let me show you. Just using the tips of your fingers. As you can see, it's becoming like crumbs. Make sure everything is well mixed in. That's fantastic. I think we're good to go. So now you're going to make a well in the middle. Okay? Just wrap off all this. Question, for those who are married, do you remove your rings before you do any sort of mixing? Because my theory is every time I wash my hands, I'm washing my rings too, right? But I don't know, I could be wrong. I stand corrected. Who else is in my camp? So there, I've made a well in the middle. Then I'm going to add in a handful of raisins. As much or as little as you want. My kids love raisins, so I like to be generous with them. Then into my well, I'm going to add in my milk. Okay. I like to add the milk in stages because you don't want your dough to be too thick. Because you don't want your dough to be too runny. Alright, it's a bit too dry, so I'll just add in the rest. And you also don't want to overwork your dough. Just want to make sure everything is incorporated. These are also great to take for a picnic. I'm happy with that. Now, we are going to transfer this onto a clean surface, and then we're going to roll it out. The surface needs to be floured also. So I've floured my surface, and all I want to do now is I'll put my dough here. Then I'll put some flour, some generous flour, because it's a really soft dough. And spread it out a bit with my hands. So I've put my dough onto a floured surface, and I've sprinkled it with a bit of flour. And now I want to roll it out to about 1 inch thickness. If you want your scones to come out really nice and fluffy, try not to overwork your dough again, as I said. So that's okay. Then I have my baking sheet here. Sorry. I have my baking sheet here, which I have already lined. So I'm going to use, if you don't have a cookie cutter, you can just use a cup like me. Just dip it in some flour and then cut. Okay. And that's to about that size. Now that our scones are there, the last thing I'm going to do is to apply an egg wash. This gives a nice finish on the scones. If you have tried any of the recipes so far in this Christmas special, please let me know in the comments below which one you tried and how you found it. I'm really curious to find out. And remember, today we have our last giveaway. So the scones are ready. I'm just going to put them in the oven for 15 minutes at 200 degrees centigrade and they'll be ready. So our cheese scones are ready. You can see they have a nice golden color on top and they're really nice and soft. You can see they're giving, which is good. All right, so I'm just going to put them on a serving dish. There we have it. Lovely, lovely English tea scones. I don't know why they're called English, but they look really nice. Can you see the golden color? It is so amazing with tea or coffee. And now we do our taste test. Now we taste. I just need a tall, large cup of coffee. White, no sugar. With this, I can eat a whole plate full. Delicious, delicious. Please try this. Please try this and let me know. You will love it. You will thank me. What I did not explain to you about was the sweet corn, because this is also very easy to do. You just put it in boiling water and boil it for 5 to 7 minutes. And the water has to be salted. And these are so easy to make and so delicious. They disappear within minutes. So this is also a very simple snack you can make for your guests. Thank you for watching.